just learnt that Dan has an idea, but what that idea may be, who knows?
I just wait for producer Eric to hit the button.
Well, producer
Eric's.
He's in the middle of a game of Hero Quest. He's a bit distracted.
Is he?
Yeah, I mean, look at the tape. He's got his mates in there, in the recording booth.
It's supposed to be fucking working, and we're paying him to fucking hit the record. But he's got two jobs: hit the record button and hit the record button a bit later.
Yeah,
and he's not
go
fucking
and stop.
Oh, is he?
Okay, here he is. Here he goes. Yeah. Okay, we're in. Okay, go.
Okay. The red light's on. The Batman.
Which one?
Didn't do any research. The latest one. Does that help? Depends what year you're listening to this in.
Yeah, that's true. Because I'm sure there'll be several more after this one.
It came out within a reasonable period of time of now. 2020?
It's a colour film, so it's modernish.
It says 2022. That was last year.
Yeah, let's go with that. Well, the world's been on pause for 3 years, so who the fuck knows what came out when, right? So it's all lumped under the banner of
we got isolation. A trailer, and then we had to wait 400,000 months for the movie to come out. By the time which we were all but fucking over it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. So, yes, the Batman. How do you like Batman? Do you like? Is it your thing? The DC world of Gotham.
I think my affiliation with Batman is quite strong. I have a Batarang above my kitchen, and I have a bat symbol on my fridge. I have many Batman-related objects in my house. A little Batman head in my bedroom.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's a lot of, I'm sure we'll discuss, a lot of iterations of the Batman. I know you were big into the games, the Arkham games. Those are the ones.
I love the Arkham games. Yeah. Oh, they were jolly good. Jolly good. Each one better than the last until it started dropping off a bit.
Right.
The first two were great. And then we got that makeup one. What was that one called? The one that the other people did. That was all right. It got a bit fancy. And then the third one was really cool. It was awesome. Big upgrade for the new Xbox X. I don't know, whatever iteration of
use your words.
Fucking Xbox
words, Daniel.
The fucking bloody fucking Xbox fucking...
The fucking bloody cunty Xbox.
Fucking Xbox. The black one that came out.
The new cunt box.
It was twice as fucking bloody fucking meaty as the fucking white one. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's the Xbox. It's the Xbox ever in the world, and then in Australia, it's the Microsoft cunt box. Cunt box 1. I get a red one, thanks.
Do they call it the cunt box?
Well, no, I'm making jokes. They're not always funny.
Dangerous and harmful misinformation. But yeah,
allegedly.
Loved the games. Really into those. I even played the Christopher Nolan Batman game, which I got through.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, have ye been a fan of the Bat since? I mean, where did it start? Live action Batman. We're talking Adam West, right?
Comic books from very young. Comic books, yeah.
Oh, well, did you go comic books first and then shows?
Comic books, and then I got into the 60s TV series with the wonderful Adam West and Burt Ward. Burgess Meredith is the Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Cesar Romero is the Joker. And then, oh my God, Tim Burton was making a live action Batman. That blew my little socks off when I was about 12 or 13. I was so excited.
Batman 89.
I collected all the cards. I still have the card series of that. Oh, Memories. And then the film was a bit of a fucking crappy disappointment, but it looked good.
What? The Batman 89? You're disappointed by that?
Yeah, I remember when I was collecting all the cards, and I remember I was getting to like 90 cards, and I was reading the back of the cards every night and putting them in order and figuring out the story, and then I realized, oh, this is going to be shit, isn't it?
What?
I was like, is that the plot?
Then again, I guess I was 9 years old, so that shit was on fire when that came out, man. Like, it was the first, as you say, I remember cards coming out, there was bubblegum, there was like TV ads. It was huge, you know. Like, I remember it was everywhere. Tell me, was Dick Tracy? You remember that movie Dick Tracy, right? The yellow guy, and it had Warren Beatty and Madonna in it.
Yeah.
Did that come out before or after Batman 89?
That was an after trying to cash in on the enormous success of the Tim Burton films.
Yeah. Okay.
There was a few that came out.
Remember having a similar
I was
vibe.
a tremendous fan of my dad. My dad grew up on comics too, and he loved the Phantom. It was pretty much the original.
Oh, mate.
Everyone came from the Phantom.
Yeah.
And then me and my dad, we went and saw Phantom, the movie with Billy Zane. Yes. And it was fantastic. We loved it. Terrific. Because that was another one that came in the wake, I think, of the success of Batman. But my dad was like, this is the original Batman. Like, he's an orphan. He's got a cave. He wears a mask. He fights crime. He's a millionaire. Like, this is the original Batman.
Yeah. Maybe that's a future episode. The Phantom with Billy Zane.
Of course. Fantastic movie. Fine looking man. Brilliant head of hair.
Yeah.
That was a wig.
But yeah, so we had Adam West, right? Classic campy TV show. Then we had Tim Burton's Batman, and he did two. So there was Batman and Batman Returns.
And he got canned.
Yeah. Because Danny DeVito's Penguin was too disgusting, apparently.
Yeah, black shit coming out his mouth. This is a children's movie, goddammit. And then he was looking at women going, oh, I'd like to fill her hole. Oh.
Yeah. And I'm sure he uses the term pussy in there somewhere as well, right?
Well, there was one running around at least.
Yeah, wow, in leathers. I mean, look, let's just take a pause, pause the episode, and we can we all acknowledge how fantastic Michelle Pfeiffer looked in Batman Returns. You know, you can't cancel me because she just looked good. All right? Good. Moving on. Selena Kyle.
No, the second Batman, Batman Returns, obviously plot makes zero fucking sense whatsoever.
Yeah, none. None at all. Yeah. And the Penguin, what did they call him? Chester Copperpot or something. No, that's that's from the Goonies. But it was something like that, wasn't it?
I'm going to destroy the entire city. And then someone says, why don't you become the mayor? He goes, I will become the mayor of the entire city. And then 5 minutes later, I'm just going to destroy it again. Why not? Go back to plan A.
And, you know, because it's a Batman movie, he has to take his mask off again. You know, like, that's how it works. Got a secret identity. You fall in love. And then, then you've got to pull your mask off and all the eyeshadow's gone.
Yeah. Well, they fell in love in the first movie, and then she, I don't know, was horribly, brutally murdered off screen or something. Vicky Vale, played by Kim Basinger, did not return.
Kim Basinger. Oh, what happened to her? Sweet
Love
Lord.
lasts one movie.
It does. They're just, you know, telling it like it is. If you're a man bat, you just get one shot at it, and then they're gone. So we had Kim Basinger, and then in Batman Returns, I'm going to say his love interest was Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't think there was another woman.
No, you're showing that your memory is impeccable here.
Absolutely. And then Burton's gone, and then Schumacher's in Batman Forever, right?
Yeah.
And this for me, I mean, I think this is my Batman. Val Kilmer, the Iceman. The Iceman. Yeah, he made a great Batman. Like the film around it, maybe not so good, but I quite enjoyed Val Kilmer.
Great actor. Things starting to turn to custard. Jim Carrey, I would say, in hindsight, we got to say Jim Carrey was the best thing about it, but Jim Carrey also ruined it completely. It was a bad direction.
Yeah.
You said Tommy Lee Jones called him like an insufferable baboon or something like that.
Oh, sure. Well, because he upstaged Tommy Lee. Now, Tommy Lee was hot off The Fugitive, right? And he was coming in and playing second fiddle to, the rubber-faced Jim Carrey. I could see why he got upset. You've got gorgeous Val Kilmer on one side. You've got rubber-faced Jim Carrey on the other. And then you've got like...
Oh, Kidman was the love interest.
Oh, she was. Crater-faced Tommy Lee in the middle. And
Drew Barrymore?
No. Get that out of
Sugar
there.
and Spice?
No.
It was Debbie Mazar and Drew Barrymore was Sugar, and she was in the white lingerie.
No, I think you're confusing that with the next episode. I think that was in Batman and Robin. I don't know. I haven't done my research here. I remember that Fiery Snatch Nicole Kidman was in it. And that's it. That one had the U2 song as well. God, this is a boring episode.
Good song.
Fucking
Good
hell.
song. Good U2 song. Love that song.
I hate U2. Future episode. Then what came next? We're getting there. We're going to get to the end.
Arnold, Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin. We got bat nipples. Squeeze the nipples. And that. But we also had Alicia Silverstone pulling on leather pants. So
let's rush through this because it's taking a long time. But we all know what happened with Arnold and Mr. Freeze, and it was a shitty movie.
Okay,
and then we got into Christopher Nolan, and we got like better, more realistic, but still Christopher Nolan I find sterile and a little bit boring.
Right. Was it more realistic, or did they just make it darker? They just said to the lighting guy,
more grounded.
Turn down the lights.
More grounded, right. But still somehow taking the fun out of it, I think.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan.
Well, look, I kind of enjoyed Batman Begins, and then after that, I mean, people call The Dark Knight the greatest film of all time. Nah. Look, Heath Ledger did a good job, but at that point, I was already over the Man-Bat.
First one was the best one, I think. The second one was all right, but it was a bit too long, and it's a bit fucking sterile and boring again from Nolan. And then the third one was they'd all given up at that point, I think.
Yeah, piece of shit. I think if they'd put Ledger's Joker in Batman Begins instead of Liam Neeson, it would have been a better film.
Well, we're going to go on forever because now we're going to go into Zack Snyder if we're doing this, and we got Batfleck, which is awesome. What? Batfleck?
Okay, we've done it. Batfleck. There you go. Moving on.
All right. Moving on. So, and then we got Robert Pattinson for some goddamn... Shut up. Robert Pattinson for some goddamn reason. I saw this movie not long after it came out. Not at the cinema because of first world problems. Everyone got the flu. But I saw it and I thought it was all right on my first watch. I thought it was okay. And then actually just recently, a couple of weeks ago, my dad said to me, have you seen that new Batman? And I said, yes. And he said, what do you think of it? And I said, it's good. And he said, that was the most fucking boring Batman film I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I thought about it for a second. I went, yeah. And then I rewatched it for this, and I thought, yeah, Dad's got a point.
Them dads know some shit. Yeah, he's seen some stuff.
He calls them like he sees them. And,
Dad shoot from the hip. That's for sure.
Should review movies on a weekly podcast and be like, yeah,
well, I mean, look,
boring fucking shit I've ever fucking seen. End of review.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to become Dan and Dad, the podcast. Yeah.
Kind of already is because you shit on everything.
Telling it like it is. Shoot from the hip.
You've never seen it before?
The Batman? I had never seen it before. No, I did not see it when it came out. And to be fair, I'm with your dad. I could probably say I still haven't seen it because I got 30 minutes in and I went, fuck this boring piece of shit, and turned it off and was not compelled to turn it back on. So this is going to be a fairly one-sided review, as I'm only going to review the first 30 minutes of it. So you're going to have to take the bulk of the weight here, my friend.
I normally
piece
do.
of shit. Like, to be fair, Pattinson, piece of shit. I don't need to see more fucking darker, more sadder, more detective work, more boring Batman. Fuck me. Can we get some original shit? I don't need any more Batman. Christ.
You're getting Batman too. It's coming.
I saw that today and I went, why, Lord, why? Like, fucking.
The first one made money.
We talk about oversaturation of Star Wars. I mean, I'll keep watching that because there's mild variations, but this is literally the same story over and over again with a different guy in the suit. Tell me, okay, I only got 30 minutes in, so I don't know where this film goes. I've seen no Wikipedia. Do they reintroduce the Joker?
Yeah, you've already asked me this like a week ago.
That's right, before the episode. So I'm making jokes, right? Like,
and guess what? Shut up. Guess what? You know, we recently watched a movie together called The Banshees of Inisherin.
Well, did we watch it or did we just sit
Shut
through
up, I said. So, you know that kid that was trying to befriend Colin Farrell and he was a little bit simple?
Yep.
And he committed suicide at the end of the movie. Spoilers.
Well, we don't know that. I think
that was the joke.
The girlfriend.
Up,
his sister killed him.
So, that was the Joker in the new Batman film.
Oh.
So
you're telling me, yes, they introduced new Batman.
Well, it took a bit longer because I'm constantly interrupted.
Joker. Yeah, that's what we do. It's just two cunts arguing. And one of them's drunk.
Are you?
Well, not really. No. I may have had a few. Do you remember KGBs? It's like a vodka and lemonade.
Girls' drinks?
Yes. I am a girl.
Soda pop girl drinks with sugar in them, and then they put alcohol in it. It tastes like raspberries. That, only girls drink them, and effeminate men and non-binaries.
Nail on the head.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, could have guessed it.
The Batman. What you like about it?
The detective stuff was a bit slow and boring. I like the detective stuff in the Zack Snyder film better when he's like in a like a bare knuckles fight, giving tips to the guy, and then he clones the dude's phone, and like that's detective-y stuff. That's what I need. It's got a bit of grur to it. And this is, I don't know. Let's do a puzzle on the kitchen table. Didn't do much for me. Sick of Andy Serkis's face. I can see why they paint over it with a monkey all the time. Greater, much better improvement.
Andy Serkis was really good in Andor. Did you watch that on the Disneys?
I got really bored of that about 2 or 3. I watched the first 3 episodes and went boring.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where you get to like episode 5 and then it's enjoyable. I struggled too. Like the first half was tough. So I would, though you don't take my word for anything, but I would recommend pushing through on Andor. It's quite jolly.
Anyway,
it gets quite.
So it's a bit light on action. This film, like, what's one of the big set pieces? He jumps off a building and glides to the bottom poorly and lands hard. Not much. The car chase is all right. In the end, ends a fuck up, really. One of my main things that makes me angry is Catwoman's not hot. Like, we're ogling her. The camera's looking through windows like we're perverts at this girl in her underpants, and she's not hot at all. Like, why would you bother?
No. Well, maybe in your opinion. Maybe you're just not in touch with the youth anymore and what they like.
Well, I don't know.
Have you seen, you're a big fan of the Arkham games. I saw a video the other day where they swapped the character models over in some of the cutscenes. And so Batman was prancing around as Catwoman and Catwoman was Batman. It's worth a YouTube. It's mildly funny. It's my contribution.
Yeah, maybe if you watch the movie, you'd be able to talk about it a bit.
I can talk about the
Colin
first 30
Farrell.
minutes. I thought they were shit.
Shut up. He's the only gem in this film, I think. A good performance, but why'd they put him in all that makeup? Like, why don't they just hire a fat person? I find it fat phobic. Should have just got a big lard ass in there. It would have been much more culturally sensitive.
So you get Brendan Fraser. He's playing the whale. Fat people can't act. You just got to put skinny people in fat suits that can act.
Is that what it is? Fat people can't act at all. We used to have Wilford Brimley. He was fat and he was great and everything.
They tell you when you go to film school, don't work with three things: children, animal, and fat people. It just never works.
I thought it was woman.
Well, maybe it's fat woman. I don't know. This is.
It might have been that. Yeah, fat woman. Don't ever work with fat woman. That was back in the 90s, before we knew better.
Yeah. Yeah, back when Connery was a star.
You little slap. Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of pace to it. And I remember I was rewatching it for this, and I got to the 2-hour mark and realized, fuck, there's another hour left. Oh, Jesus Christ. And it doesn't get much.
Well, you're making me happy I didn't push through, Like,
you need to be a professional.
No, well, we're not. I mean, listen to us. This episode is as exciting as the Batman movie. I'm
trying to rev it up, talking about fat people, and there you are, raining on my parade.
Wow. You just stand under a fat person and the rain will never touch you. Pattinson seemed like he was doing an impression of Christian Bale. It was just another, here's my Batman voice. And then here's my emo sad man in the cave voice. And you're right, like Andy Serkis didn't feel right as Alfred, did he? Just too...
yeah, I just don't like him. And the other one was John Turturro. He's always good, but he just doesn't look like a gangster. That didn't work. Right. But I think the actors were fine. Like, Colin Farrell's fine. Colin Farrell's really good. Robert Pattinson, I think he's fine, but he's just working with the material he's got. He's another good actor.
Anyway, if you had to go across the range, who's your favorite Batman?
I'm going Batfleck. For fuck's sake, he had a bit of get up and go to him. Yeah,
you reckon? Okay, yeah. All right. I mean, he wasn't bad.
Looks like
he just
Batman.
had bad films, eh? He did. He looked like
a
gruff
your fucking mouth.
Batman. What was that? He didn't
we
have
are
any
definitely
good films?
doing the 5-hour Zack Snyder cut. Jeez, I
Fucking
gotta
hell, I
learn
watched
you some
that.
shit.
We've discussed that. It's still a piece of shit. It's just longer and in black and white.
It's awesome.
And it's
you
got
don't watch
that
the black
Kitty
and white
Fiddler
version.
Flash guy. Is that what he did? Kitty Fiddler Flash?
Oh, no, he was
something
just
wrong.
grooming girls so he could have sex with them and keep them on drugs. He wasn't fiddling with children.
So he was just Cosbying people. Right. Fuck.
He just had a house full of guns and kept her in a room. Like, fuck.
Oh.
Don't accuse him of
Why the
things.
upset? Yeah.
He just got filmed choking a woman and throwing her to the ground. I mean, don't besmirch his good name. Yeah,
Did he?
look
The
that one
Flash,
up on
did
YouTube.
he do it? Did he do it quickly at least? He's the Flash.
It was over in a flash, yeah. No, he grabs this fat chick by the throat, throttles her a bit, and then pushes her to the ground. It's on YouTube. Look it up. He's still got a movie career. He's we're not cancelling him.
Just in the street or in his house?
Outside of a bar in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
I think it was, yeah.
What's his name? Ezra something? Let's give him his
Ezra Miller,
Google alert for the episode.
Yeah, I think if you get a particular app, you can see where he is at any time. Little green dot. It's in your area. Won't put his name on it, but you just know he's close.
Alert. Yeah, alert. Because they made a whole Flash film, right? And it had Michael Keaton's Batman and shit. That's not coming out anymore, eh?
Yeah, the film's coming out. They're hyping it up big time. They're saying it's the greatest DCU film ever. And
are they? Well, that means it's going to be crap, isn't it?
I don't know. They cancelled
it. It's like when Jim Cameron fucking big-upped Jenna shit.
What?
When Jim Cameron came out and said, the Terminator franchise is back on track. This is one of the best ones ever for Terminator Jenna shit, whatever it was called, Genesis.
He was under contract.
Didn't come out well, did it? Yeah, that's it. No, it it's the same thing with Ezra Miller's Flash, right?
We don't know that. It could be.
Do you think there's a scene in the film where the Flash knocks over a fat chick?
Should be. He could vibrate through her.
It was all marketing. It was all marketing. This is a scene from the film. This is the Flash choking out a fat chick.
Maybe that'll be the villain, like an obese woman outside of a bar. The Flash has to take her down before she steals all the peanuts.
And the Flash is just quickly grooming young girls at high speed.
Stay here. Don't tell anyone or I'll kill your dog.
I'll be right back.
Pew. Yeah.
Ezra Miller. Google alert. Get the app, everybody. Stay safe.
My phone's beeping.
Oh.
It looks like Ezra's in the neighborhood. Yeah, I better lock the doors.
Lock the doors. He's quick. He's very fast.
Eric, get the kids inside.
Lock the doors. Eric, lock the doors.
Get the kids inside. Don't talk back. Just fucking do it. Jesus Christ. Trying to save their lives.
It's aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit. We only got 10 minutes left to talk about this motherfucker.
Wow. It feels like I'm watching the film.
Was Catwoman's costume completely crap, like that balaclava mask she had on? Did you even get up to that point?
No, I didn't get that far. I know.
This is a podcast where we discuss movies we have seen during the week.
Yeah. Well, it never says we've seen. It just says we discuss movies. I think I've done this with an album before too. I'm not the best co-host in the world. It's your show.
Yeah. You're being replaced.
It's okay.
We've got Ezra Miller. Apparently, there's some work opportunities are freed up for him in recent times. So.
Ezra Miller and Bill Cosby are coming in next week. Everybody,
special guest. Yeah,
we're going to trade notes. Yeah. We
are putting the key on the liquor cabinet, and for that interview.
Everybody's got lids on their drinks too.
Don't.
Drinking through straws.
Probably safer not to, consume anything. That episode. So anyway, Colin, did you even see Colin Farrell?
Honestly, I got in. I realized that. What did I get to? The Riddler. That was Paul Dano, wasn't it? Is it Dano? Yeah. He's a good actor, that kid. He's in some good stuff. Little Miss Sunshine. That one with have you seen that one with Daniel Radcliffe? Where Radcliffe's dead?
God, I hate that.
Swiss Army Man or something?
Farty one. Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm going to do that for a future episode just to fuck you over.
I enjoyed him in Looper. I thought that was really good. He was
Oh,
good
yeah,
performance in
Looper.
that. When
That
like
was good.
his fingers and nose are getting cut off when he's walking along, and that was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Bro, what happened to Bruce Willis? He's had some medical event or something? I'm not up with the play here. Do you know?
Oh, this was months old.
Yeah, I heard
Back in the
rumors.
day, he made some war film, something of the sun, Tears of the Sun or something.
Uh-huh.
Apparently got hit by shrapnel in an explosion, and
Right.
he's been deteriorating since then. And that's what I read anyway.
Oh.
And so now he's struggling to remember lines and da 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 da. And so he had a final last hurrah where he basically made 100 different, direct to video movies
Yes.
in a few months, and just banked as much money as he could, and he's retired and he's giving it to the kids or something.
Allegedly.
And he's out to pasture now.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Good on you, Bruce Willis.
But he was having a period there. He was very angry in interviews and being rude to interviewers, and they said it's all part of the head injury. He started getting a bit,
Right.
but all related to that. Much like we were talking
Hutchins?
about Michael Hutchins. He got a head
Yeah.
injury and started getting aggressive and silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the Batman have any nudity in it at all?
No.
Did I miss out? That's a shame.
I believe it's the first one. Generally, there's a good cock shot in every Batman film.
Yeah, Bat
at least a fanny and a few asses, but not in this one. It's very disappointing. Very
Or at
disappointing.
least, you're getting like multiple people in spandex, so at least that's something to look at. But this one felt a bit too realistic.
There's no good bum shots in this one. Remember Anne Hathaway bending over and getting on the bat bike while like the camera's zooming in right on her ass? Like, no,
sure,
that's good filmmaking.
Yeah, you
Not
disgust
this
me
one.
with your predatory ways, but I can see what you're talking about.
I'm just getting a text now. Oh,
Ezra's
so
around.
So funny. Yeah, good friend. So yeah, not a lot of titillation in this film.
Shame.
It was weird. At the end of it, I watched this with your brother, and I said to him, I haven't got a fucking clue what's happening there. Does John Turturro doesn't seem to recognize her? Then he's creeping on Catwoman, and then it turns out she's his daughter.
Oh.
And then it turns out he doesn't even know who her mother was. And then at the end of it, I'm like, what the fuck is happening with these characters?
Well, the characters don't know what's going on, I suppose, so neither do you. Yeah.
Just the whole thing is
Maybe it'll
blazed by me.
come out in the sequel. Maybe they'll sort it out.
Probably not. The other thing is Catwoman straight up grabs a dude and throws him off the side of a building in front of one of the top policemen, like with their mask off. This chick's fucking stupid. She never does what she's told.
Yeah.
And then she just goes fucks things up. Strong, empowered woman.
Shame.
Anyway, on IMDb, guess what rating this has?
Oh, fucking 8.
7.8. That's a very good guess.
That's close, yeah.
Listen to this. 9. Detective Batman at its peak! Exclamation mark. Gets a 10. Everything I wanted and more. And then it goes off the cliff. 4. Overblown, overhyped, latest addition to the Batman franchise. 4. Melodramatic, monstrously long, mediocre and boring. 2. Too long, too drawn out, too nihilistic. There's good reviews at the top, and as you go down, it starts getting really bad reviews, and you wonder where the 7.8
Just
averages out at.
Gets to all the dads, eh?
Yeah, the dad's going,
All
what
those-
the
Yeah,
like-
what the fuck is this? Yeah.
It's
It's more of the same. We don't need more of this. Like, we've had this. Give us something fresh. Give us a Batman that, I don't know, give us remember that film Sin City? We need a Batman like that. Real comic-y and, highlight of blood and copious amounts of violence and shit, you know?
You know, we had Zack Snyder and Ben Affleck delivering us the greatest Batman of all time, and we didn't appreciate it. We didn't. We shoved it back in his face. Man's a hero.
Yeah, it's because, I mean, look, I agree. I think Batfleck was a good Batman, but he was surrounded by a bad film. I think he needed because there was what? There was Batman v Superman, and then he was in the Justice League.
Underrated.
Did we get a lone Batman? We didn't, did we, with Batfleck?
No, it's a tragedy.
See, that's what's missing.
Fucking tragedy.
Yeah.
No, I'll defend Batfleck. Like, oh man, we got detective work. We got Batman brawling it out. We got Batman fucking cool flying machines and a cool Batmobile and knocking down walls, and Batman gung ho was fucking awesome. And we shat on him. Zack Snyder's a hero.
Why did you say that name? That was stupid.
Because it humanized Superman. He saw him as an alien, and then it made him a real man in front of him, and it tore at his heartstrings. It was a beautiful scene, and you're a fucking monster.
Oh, you've changed my mind about it.
Yeah, dumb completely. People didn't understand that scene. That's all I have to say about it. Apart from film. Everyone's wrong.
What do you rate this cunt? We're running out of time.
I'm gonna give it It gets worse on repeated viewings. I've kind of averaged it to maybe a 5, but to be honest, I didn't get all the way through it either. The second time through, I got up to got an hour left. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, right. Well, let's give Brad a lot of shit and then agree with him. Yeah.
I didn't give you shit about that. I gave you shit because you didn't bother fucking watching the fucking thing at all. And now I got to sit here and carry your weight for a full 30 minutes like not all heroes wear capes, Brad. I have to say, I'm quite amazing.
What a great episode it was. Yeah.
I think Eric should push the fucking button. God damn it. Oh shit. Ezra's at the door. Oh my God. Shit.
Yeah.
He's trying to look in the window.
I'll just give it a dare. I'll give it a 2 batarangs out of 10.
He's got a body. What should I do?
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Ezra, I can't have this at the house now. I'll go to jail. No, Ezra. He's commanding me.
Yeah.
I'll come and get the body in a second.
Just lock the door.
Just wait on it.
Yeah, just lock the door. Yeah, we're totally running out of time. I hope you had a wonderful time with us this evening, everybody, on